On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Grant's going to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for L.A.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the counter, it's Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across
across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Niners.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Lance now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. A pick six from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a dump off here complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Derrick Henry. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go play action here on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room at midfield. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On play action, Lance.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh, he intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the counter now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Here's second and 8. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Allen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run the counter now on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. now they'll throw with Lance.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Second and 9 now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the fumble recovery, Steen escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Steen. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off play action. Steen. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2nd and 11.
This will go to Henry out wide. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary.